What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2000 movie Battlefield Earth. So, in the year 3000, man is no match for the Cyclos, a greedy, manipulative race of aliens on a quest for ultimate profit, led by the powerful Terrell. The Cyclos are stripping Earth clean of its natural resources, using broken remnants of humanity as slaves. What is left of the human race has descended into a near primitive state. After being captured, it is up to Tyler to save mankind. So, I think this movie is okay. I don't think it's quite as bad as some people say it is, but I do get a lot of the criticisms and stuff, and I have a lot of my own issues with this movie, but I don't think it's near as bad as people say it is. I think John Travolta is pretty good as Terrell. He's pretty over the top, but he's obviously having a lot of fun playing the character. And this is a movie that he was very passionate about making and stuff, so I don't think his performance is really that bad in this movie. I think he gives pretty good, fun, over-the-top performance, but you can tell that he is having a blast in this movie. So I don't really think that John Travolta is a problem like a lot of people say he is, and everything. Barry Pepper is pretty good too, is in this movie, and I think Forrest Whitaker is pretty good in here too. He works good with John Travolta and everything. He was really good with him in the movie Phenomenon, and I think he works good with him in this movie too. The practical sets are good and stuff too. Like there's a lot of really good practical sets, and the makeup effects on John Travolta look pretty cool. Although I don't really understand the long beard strands that he has. It looks kind of weird, but and I think John Travolta looks pretty weird in the movie. But I think the makeup effects do a good job at what they were trying to go for. And I think most of the CGI holds up. There is a little bit in here that doesn't hold up very well, but most of it does hold up and everything pretty decently for being a movie that came out in back in the year 2000. It came out 25 years ago, so I think it holds up pretty well as far as that stuff goes. Now, as far as negatives go, this movie doesn't adapt the whole book, which I have read the book, and I actually am a pretty big fan of the book, to be honest with you. And this movie doesn't adapt the full book, so I kind of wish that it would have adapted the full story, or we would have gotten part 2 and everything. I do understand why we didn't, because the movie bombed so bad and everything, but I wish we could have gotten a little bit more. And the story isn't the absolute best, but it's not the full story, so I just don't really know whether to say that that's a negative or positive, because the movie isn't complete and everything. The story's not complete and everything, so that's a big negative for me, is that we never find out the full story, and it kind of leaves on a cliffhanger and stuff. So that's one of the reasons it's not one of my favorite movies of John Travolta's at all. It's one that I respect his performance in, and I think the movie is, like I said, not as bad as some people say it is. It's just not a complete story and everything, so it's not as good as it could be either. So I think this movie is just an okay time and everything. So it's got some good action and acting from John Travolta, and some visuals that are decent and everything, but it's missing half of the story, so it's not a lot to go by. It's just alright and everything. So, but I'm gonna go as far as to say I give the movie a 4 out of 10. It being the cliffhanger ending and never being resolved really hurts the movie for me, and it's one that I don't watch unless I'm watching John Travolta's stuff because of that reason and everything. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.